But yeah, Ubisoft is doing their not E3 thing today. So we're gonna watch it live like we did the last couple. We're a couple minutes early here, and I want to try to throw out a couple predictions about this Ubisoft thing, because, like, number one, it's a little bit weird. Ubisoft has been the company that continues to make a real show out of their E3 events, their E3 press conferences, doing the, like, giant ass dance numbers and everything for Just Dance usually. And due to coronavirus and everything, I can't imagine that even as a like pre-recorded thing, they got a bunch of people together to do a giant ass dance number, right? But I predict they'll say something about Just Dance. Particularly like, yo, it's coming to the new consoles. Here's that new fucking slide song or whatever that Drake does and everyone loves. You can do that in the game now. Yay. I feel like there's been rumors, or maybe they talked about a new Far Cry. We'll probably see something about a new Far Cry coming out. They'll probably talk about Rainbow Six Siege, new season of that, because that game still makes them shitloads of money. Why wouldn't they talk about it? They'll probably talk about that Hyperscape game they put out earlier this week. Maybe, I don't know if they've announced a like actual release date for that, but I know they did like a public beta or public test or something last weekend. So I expect to see something about that game. Either a like, yo, this is our roadmap for making this actually come out, or like, hey, this is more than just that multiplayer thing that we showed off. I think it would be really awesome, because it's been a couple years now, to see something about Beyond Good and Evil 2. They haven't said anything about that in at least 2 years, I think 3? I think 2017 was last time we saw something about that. But I'd be excited to see something about that, because what the fuck is that game, right? It sure as hell isn't what Beyond Good and Evil was. There was also, God, like 3 or 4 years ago, they talked about a game called Wild that I feel like was being directed by the Rayman guy. And they showed footage of that. I don't know if they ever said it was canceled, but like that just dropped off the face of the earth after some E3 years ago. What else does Ubisoft have right now? Rabid stuff. Do you think it's been enough years? It's been like 3 years. Would they do a sequel to Mario X Rabbids? I'm gonna throw that in as my wild card. I'm gonna say they announce some kind of Rabbids X Nintendo franchise game. Probably a Mario, probably a sequel to Mario X Rabbids, but maybe they go a little wilder and they do like Rabbids, what, fucking Metroid X Rabbids, because Nintendo was never gonna make a Metroid game again. So why not give it to Ubisoft, right? There's bound to be a Assassin's Creed thing, even if it's them being like, this is what we have for next year, not this year. I could see that. And also that, that, like, pirate ship fighting game, pirate ship MOBA, or whatever the fuck they were making. We haven't seen anything. We saw something about that last year, but I haven't heard anything about it in a while. I would expect to see something about that, because I think that's got to be one of the games they're still hoping to put out this year, right?
Here at Ubisoft.
Oh, they have Valhalla. That's what it is. They're definitely talking about Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
See what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
Probably something big.
The illegal painting spreading
Is
subversive
this?
and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London
are not the work of several
Oh,
individuals
fuck.
as originally
That's right. They're the, Watch Dogs Legion. I totally forgot about this game. This game, given the current climate of the world, seems like there might be some real narrative question marks. Like, I will admit right now, the stuff going on as a cyberpunk enjoying person, the dystopia they are showing right now is cool, but none of this looks like what you would actually be doing in the game to me. Not one bit of this looks like something that you would actually be doing in the game. So I'm just like, other than maybe you're running from cops, that part of it, sure. But I expect that game
he's bringing this vision to Watch Dogs Legion.
to
yeah, what we just saw was
feel
an amazing
weirdly
short film
behind
by
the times.
Alberto Mielgo that was
Like,
inspired
way
by
more
the
behind the
Ubisoft
times
region
than you would
and
normally
looks
expect,
at the game
considering,
and
like, oh,
the
this is
universe of the
post-Brexit.
characters through his
Authoritarianism, like, fucking the whole world is going that way right now, my dude. And okay, well, now they're at least showing some amount of game, not just whatever.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion.
Yes, what could possibly go wrong when you give
Establish order.
authoritarian military people the power to govern slash enforce?
Stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
Gee, I wonder. Okay.
With the city out on its ass, it
Yup.
falls on you to build a resistance and
Already feeling a bit tone deaf in a few ways here.
Everyone, faces on, guns out.
any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him. Huh.
So is this just gonna be like, there's a few different classes of people then?
If you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered.
Like,
Amy is a
this
joke.
person is a construction worker, this is the tool set of the construction worker,
Tech connoisseur.
this is the tech connoisseur, this is the tool set of a tech connoisseur, it doesn't matter which one you have. Everybody is,
Creepy crawler.
Here we are. Let's class the place up.
everybody is classed in that way.
Unique ability to summon their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
She aims, she fires, she
That's gotta be how they have it set up if you can just recruit anyone, right? And then when you're doing the profiling, you can basically see what class they are and if they are the one you're looking for.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor. Take back London.
I'm really expecting this game to be problematic in some big
Plunging the player
ways.
into a living, breathing.
Like, since when the fuck did they have a Tom Clancy game with, like, cartoon-ass shit?
Montaigne is down. Request air support. Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound, danger close.
Those games have always been about, like, yo, realistic military shit. Siege Cross Fortnite? Maybe. Or maybe this is just the, like...
Get back in your cell.
Okay. There's Splinter Cell Man.
Hey, take this.
Don't make me regret this.
Elite Squad. It's a fucking cartoon-ass Tom Clancy game.
Multiplayer shooter.
Here's the
Perhaps
hyperscape
it's
thing.
time to
Yep,
venture
we
into the
expected
hyperscape.
this. They gotta talk about their new thing that they did the like beta thing for the other day. Talk about how many users they had. I don't know, because this is pre-recorded. Maybe not. Maybe they don't talk about how many users they had for that and just... It was weird that they wouldn't.
Wait, what was that? A hack in the hyperscape.
I've heard some...
It's not supposed to be there. Let me get you all up to speed.
Okay.
About 30 years ago, everything that we feared about our future started to come true.
So now they're showing something that looks more narrative.
Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions. So, here we are.
Which could mean that there's more game here than just the Battle Royale thing that they showed off or whatever.
But the people at Prisma changed everything.
Or maybe they're trying to do like story in the Battle Royale the way that
The hyperscape.
like the original
The biggest draw by far is
Titanfall was doing it.
is where anyone can become someone.
There we go. Yes, Battle Royale 99 not 100. Fuck this game.
Then we
Like,
also
I kind of
introduced a lot new
appreciate
things.
that they went
You
a...
get the opportunity to do parkour on the rooftops, to go into
It is
interior,
definitely
where it's much
a
more narrow, much more stressful.
look
You get to go to the landmark,
that
where
is
there's
unique
more,
compared to
opportunity
most of
get
the
cool
militaristic
items, but also more
stuff.
players, so it's a risk
And
reward
it's,
kind of
even
deal.
if it's doing it kind of future, it's not like...
We introduce the notion of
It's-
hacks, special
It
abilities,
distinguishes
stuff
itself
like
from
that,
the
so that's your
future that
focus.
you get out of an
Hacks,
Apex
abilities like
Legends.
a teleporter can.
Next time there's a... Next time, if there's an open beta type thing, try to get a few of my friends together and be like, yo, let's check this out, squad. Oh, is this still going right now? I thought it ended already. Oh, okay, they're doing it again starting today, I guess.
The digital world of the hyperscape.
As
we did already.
unhappy as it'll make me, I could see them ending on Valhalla here, which would make this presentation have
Trying to find new lands for them to settle.
like literally nothing new
So for us to
announced
have
at this, which would
opportunity
be
to tell kind of the real story about
unfortunate.
Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore.
Like
is
I want
really
them,
something
I
that
want to
drove
be
us to
surprised by
this game.
something.
The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did to really experience what it meant to be a Viking at that time. And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system.
Revamp the
to
fight
leverage
system
The brutality and the intensity of Viking combat.
Offers a unique challenge,
in what they're showing at least, and they're talking about the combat being different. I'm really
while others will use nearby objects to their advantage.
like, I didn't play Origins or Odyssey, but I would not describe this as looking
You must find an
especially
explosive
different to
weaknesses
me,
to gain the upper hand.
the layperson.
Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with a Viking harpoon.
Yeah, like
Pummel them
a
with
couple
bows.
new abilities doesn't change the
new stun
base
from
combat though,
distance,
right?
or finish them off.
You're playing Odyssey and it looks the same. Yeah, okay.
Two weapons you wish
So I'm not-
to unleash a deadly combination of attacks.
Why did they say that line about like
Customize your fighting style as challenges.
environments are pretty? Yeah, totally. Like the game looks really nice and everything. I'm not trying to sit here and like shit on it or anything, but
Explore. It will
I
challenge
am finding that this looks
unforgettable characters.
like what I expected. So not too surprising, I guess. Not That's not bad. It does not look bad. I want to be clear. It does not look bad to me. It just doesn't. It doesn't excite in a way that I would have hoped. All right, they're telling us to stay tuned after the show for more of that.
And we haven't shown you everything yet.
Okay.
In
Okay.
fact, we have a lot more to come. So you will have.
Are you showing us
another
any more
Ubisoft
today,
Forward
though?
To reveal even more about our upcoming games.
But before ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Show me something surprising or Beyond Good and Evil 2 again, finally. No, this is gonna be that goddamn pirate game, isn't it? Wait, what? Starring? Are they making a TV show? I'm actually surprised they didn't show, anything about Far Cry 6. Okay, so this is Far Cry 6. They're not gonna show any gameplay. I mean, do you have to? It's Far Cry. It's gonna be fucking Far Cry. Is that really it, though, guys? No Beyond Good and Evil 2. No big surprise. Rabbids cross another Nintendo franchise. Or Mario 2. It seems like it is just the, like, opening sequence or something. So you can understand why the bad guy is somebody you should also kind of sympathize with, even though chances are they're a fucking crazy person who you don't care about or shouldn't care about.
Call you evil. A monster. We all.
Do I not recognize him? I didn't watch Breaking Bad. So, like, not really, I guess. What do you mean, what?
You understand?
I'm a hipster, Nijiku. I don't watch the popular shit. You know this.
Prove it.
I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed. I guess I would call it better than the EA one. The EA one was like... The EA one was just real fucking shitty. But basically nothing they showed here is not something we haven't already seen. The Far Cry 6 stuff, maybe a little bit. Like, I'm pretty sure that was a new cutscene they showed and everything. I don't have a great memory of seeing that, but like, Far Cry 6 isn't surprising. And I know, like, every company is in a kind of weird space due to the last 5 months or more, depending on where the company is situated in the world, being put into different working conditions, slower working conditions, etc. Meaning that maybe some of these stuff they would have liked to show just isn't there yet. But this seems like a really big missed opportunity for Ubisoft to me, because and again, I know this was like a pre-recorded thing. They couldn't talk about shit that happened in the last week. Whatever. But or having something that didn't feel like a known quantity. Like Far Cry 6, fucking known ass quantity. Even the stuff they announced that's like new. The Hyperscape thing, if this was the first time we saw anything about Hyperscape, maybe. But like, that shit came out last week. People have been playing it already. Like, it's not the surprise that maybe it should have been. Another Tom Clancy game coming out isn't surprising. Far Cry isn't surprising. We've been seeing shit about Assassin's Creed Valhalla for months now. Like, cool, we actually saw something that looked like gameplay today, which I guess is new, but it looks like Assassin's Creed Origins. It looks like Assassin's Creed Odyssey gameplay with maybe some new types of weapons. And the Watch Dogs Legion, like, they showed a fair amount of that. That's cool. They showed stuff that made it look a little bit more like a game, and the way they talked about the structure of it in some ways made it look a little more understandable to me. They're talking about, like, yes, it looks like there is a story. That story is going to be probably not super in depth if every single different possible character you can grab in the world or whatever can trigger these cutscenes. They showed that one cutscene with like different characters responding to the guy. That means there's going to be a homogenization, I guess, of how you can possibly progress through that game, and none of those characters are going to be able to be fleshed out in a way that gives them a uniqueness in that story, I think. Like, that there's going to be a very limited linear thing they can do if they're doing something that all these various many people can go through. And with the way the world has been going through 2020, that game talking about like a post-Brexit authoritarian world already felt like it was behind the times, and what's happened in the last 6 months means that, like, not only did it feel behind the times, now it's gonna feel even further behind and probably tone deaf in a lot of really huge ways that has me worried for how that game is going to come off. But that's where we're at. That was the Ubisoft thing. Geez. Sorry to be a downer, Ubisoft. Again, still better than EA. At least you showed something, but I really was hoping for something more out of it.